So now here's Sandy demonstrating a 3-color cord. So Sandy, why don't you walk us through how to measure the 3-color cord for a 3-color cord? Is it different than 1 and 2 colors?
Very different. I can't say you use less thread, but your measurements are different. I'm going to use the same ornament to demonstrate on. We know we need about 18 inches.
As the ideal cord in the end.
For the
Ideal
length for this particular cord.
Sure.
Generally, when you're doing a 3 and 4 color cord, you measure the perimeter, the edge, including the loop for the amount that you need. And you add 12 to 15 inches to that. The longer the cord you want to have, add more thread. So if you were going to do 100 inches, you may want to add 20 to 25 extra inches to that 100. But I'm going to stick to 18 inches and add 12 to it. So that's 30 inches. Am I right, Shirley, with
Yes.
my math?
Yes, you're right.
Okay, so we're going to measure out 30 inches. And because we're using 3 colors, we're going to use 3 strands of each color. So I'm going to use the green, the red, and I'm going to add in the gold. Where did it go?
To the right.
There it is. So I'm going to add in gold, and I'm going to use number 12 Krynic. It's a little thinner than the floss, but the number 16 is a little bigger. When you're using different weight threads, you may have to adjust for that. If I only had number 8 Krynic, I would have to add an extra strand to the mix, so to speak. So the first thing to do is, again, measure off my 30 inches 3 times, and I'm pulling it out of the the skein. Whoops. Want to try and have all those ends the same length. And I'm going to tie just like I did before and anchor on the cord of the cup hook. That's base camp. And I'm going to put a loop on the other end. And I happen to have 2 other twisters, but I'll show you what to do if you only have 1 twister. So I'm going to do the same thing with the red. Measure off 30 inches and triple that and tie it and put it on the base hook. Now you're tying knots in here, you're taking up an inch or 2 of thread. If you're not sure exactly how much you're going to get, you can always add a little more when you measure. The most important thing is to try and have each of these colors the same length. It's not always the easiest thing to do. That out of the way. Now we're going to do the Krynic. Said you want these. Oh, I better add a little bit more to that there. It's better to have too much than not enough. You're not really wasting a lot. That didn't get tied right, so make sure you're not as secure and won't slip. And I'm going to put the gold next to the red
So each one has its own little cup hook.
Right. You really need to tie the knot. It wouldn't work tape. This is a little short, but we can fix that by twisting one of these a little harder. Okay. Let me move this out of the way. Better stop, Shirley.